It's a battle between the tech giants, Twitter owner Elon Musk and Meta founder Mark Zuckerberg.
Elon Musk says that his proposed cage fight with Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg.
Is Elon Musk going to fight Mark Zuckerberg in a cage match?
Mark Zuckerberg has thrown cold water on his cage fight with Elon Musk.
Since June, and much to the amusement of the internet, Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg have been continually making the rounds online. The reason? The original tweet. Let's start with some context. Why exactly do two middle-aged billionaires want to fight each other in a cage? Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk have had a deep rivalry for several years now due to both being absolute giants in the tech industry. The official beef between the two, however, began shortly after Musk bought Twitter and renamed it to X. Rumors began to circulate stating that Zuckerberg was working on an alternative to Twitter. After hearing of these rumors, Musk publicly challenged Zuckerberg to a cage fight between the two, which the Meta owner accepted. Since the flare-up of these talks that set the internet world on fire since last June, the Meta CEO has been showing the world his shredded persona over the last year. Dana White's interest. From there, both Zuckerberg and Musk got into contact with the UFC. Dana White was extremely interested in a potential fight between the two. According to White, both he and Zuckerberg talk with each other frequently. During a dinner between the two, Zuckerberg told White how much he was interested in facing off against Musk. Musk, meanwhile, has taken a different approach. Musk has gone on record saying he'll do things like personally drive up to Zuckerberg's mansion and fight the Facebook owner right then and there. Funnily enough, a spokesperson responded to this saying Zuck was traveling and, if he was home, he wouldn't fight Musk right then and there. The location issue. Let's get into the logistics of the fight. The reason we haven't seen a concrete date or time for this event is because of the issues finding a location for Musk and Zuckerberg to fight. According to White, although Zuckerberg has constantly talked to him about finding a location, Musk hasn't done the same. Along with the tweet saying he would pull up to Zuckerberg's home, Musk has also said that he simply wants to fight in an unsanctioned bout. Zuckerberg isn't interested in doing things unsanctioned. Fighting like gladiators. Although there have been several issues in finding a place to actually hold the fight, that doesn't mean there have been no potential locations. One of the most interesting hypothetical places Musk and Zuckerberg could face off is in Italy, in the Colosseum. Amidst all of the back and forth between Musk and Zuck, Italy supposedly reached out to Musk and offered him the Colosseum to face off against Zuck in. A tweet from Musk says that, after receiving the offer, he reached out to Zuckerberg, but Zuckerberg declined the offer. Dana White actually personally spoke to the Italian culture minister about hosting the fight in the Colosseum, but it seems nothing ultimately came of it. It's time to move on. The internet has seemingly sided with Zuckerberg on the potential fight and has begun regarding Musk as a coward, and for good reason. It seems like Musk is continually ducking the fight and refuses to actually make anything concrete. A day before Musk tweeted that he would fight Zuckerberg at his mansion, Zuckerberg made his own tweet saying that it was time to move on if Musk continued being elusive. Zuckerberg said he'd rather spend his time fighting people who are serious about MMA. Musk has continually made excuses on pushing the fight back, ranging from saying he wants to do a practice round in Zuckerberg's backyard to saying he needs to have back surgery before facing off. Elon, after a while, has seemingly dropped interest and created mention of a debate to take place instead. Zuckerberg's experience and training. Although it's easy to disregard both Zuck and Musk as out of touch, there's a huge difference between the two when it comes to fighting. Zuckerberg has genuine fighting experience and talent. Musk grew up doing a few martial arts, but nothing to the extent of Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg has also, unlike Musk, been shown training. Just recently, he actually made a post on Instagram showing himself training with Alexander Volkanovski and Israel Adesanya on a platform in the middle of a lake. Zuckerberg has also won multiple grappling competitions. Musk, meanwhile, said that his tactic for the fight was a move called the Walrus, where he would simply lay on Zuckerberg. A new challenger approaches. After the fiasco with Musk, what's next for Zuckerberg in the world of fighting? A flyweight fighter has actually called out the billionaire in a fight. After everything settled with Musk, Lando Venata actually took to Instagram to express his interest in fighting Zuckerberg. The original post showed a picture of Zuckerberg saying that Zuck was interested in fighting an MMA fighter, to which Venata, also known as Groovy, said to give him at Groovy Lando, pretty please. The fight, if it does happen, would be huge for Venata and UFC in general. Venata's last fight was on April 15th and he fought against Daniel Zellhuber. Venata lost the fight via decision, so it remains to be seen whether he's a candidate for Zuckerberg's first fight. A match between Zuckerberg and Musk. How would Zuckerberg even do in an MMA fight? The internet and fighting experts both agree that, in a matchup between Zuckerberg and Musk, Zuck would hold the advantage. If it were against a professional MMA fighter, it also stands to reason Zuckerberg could hold his own. We've already covered how Zuckerberg has legitimate training and fighting experience compared to Musk's brief experience with fighting. However, Musk does have the size advantage on Zuckerberg. Musk stands at around 6 foot, 182 centimeters, while Zuckerberg is substantially shorter, standing around 5'7", 170 centimeters. Musk is also heavier than Zuckerberg at around 200 pounds, 90 kilograms, compared to Zuck's 150 pounds, 68 kilograms. Zuckerberg is significantly younger than Musk as well. Zuck is 39 years old, while Musk is pushing 52 years old. Zuck in the UFC. Dana White is interested in a fight involving Mark Zuckerberg for the massive amount of profit it would undoubtedly bring in for the UFC. The profits from the hypothetical fight between Zuckerberg and Musk were set to be given to charity, but regardless, White recognizes just how much money this fight would make. However, White has also said that he sees just how serious Zuckerberg is about his training and fighting. White has also said that he could see Zuckerberg doing well in the UFC. Note his wording, not in fighting, but specifically in the UFC. As of now, there haven't been any concrete dates or fighters stepping up to bat to face off against Zuckerberg or Musk. However, it is clear that Zuckerberg is very much interested in fighting, and White is interested in getting Zuck into the cage. Zuckerberg's training. Mark Zuckerberg has come a long way from how the internet used to perceive him in the past. Instead of being an overly pale reptilian, the Meta CEO is in incredible shape. He actually first began training grappling and MMA during the 2020 pandemic and has continued to diligently train. In that time, Zuckerberg has become a blue belt in jiu-jitsu and trains in the grappling art 4 times a week. As we've covered, Zuck has also competed in various grappling competitions, actually winning a few medals along the way. Zuckerberg isn't just a grappler, however. He does have experience with striking and has posted various videos of himself online working on focus mitts with partners. He's also trained with several different big names in the MMA world. We've already touched on the video of Zuck training on a boat with Israel Adesanya and Alexander Volkanovski. Some other names the Meta CEO has trained with include Dave Camarillo, Kai Wu, and Mikey Musumeci, among plenty of others. Interestingly enough, Musk has also been ramping up his training. George St. Pierre offered to train Musk, an offer which the Tesla CEO accepted. However, if the two do legitimately end up fighting, it's obvious that Zuckerberg has the advantage in regards to training. Not only does Zuck train grappling 4 times a week, but he trains MMA 4 to 5 times per week. Zuckerberg is also training with very high-level fighters. Iron does sharpen iron after all.